Add 2 teaspoons of olive oil and go ahead and brush it across. We are going to place the dough in this bowl for about 24 hours and it will expand overnight. This is the reason we are brushing the bowl with olive oil, so next morning when we take out the dough, it doesn't stick. Now put the dough in the bowl and brush some olive oil. You can use your hands to do that. You have to make sure that the dough is also covered nicely with olive oil. I'm going to tuck it one more time so that the olive oil is spread nicely across the dough. If you like, you can just keep it for 1 hour and the dough will definitely expand, but I like to personally keep it for 24 hours because that gives you a better result. So the longer you keep the dough for resting, the fluffier and softer it becomes. See, after 24 hours, the dough has risen and it looks beautiful. It is so soft, I'm going to take it out from the bowl. I'm going to knead it a little bit more so it becomes smooth again. Adding little bit of dry flour and kneading it. You might have to knead it just for 2 to 3 minutes and that should do it. This amount of dough is good enough for 2 medium or large pizzas, so I'm going to divide it into 2 different parts. Now we are going to prep the first part. So knead the dough a little bit more and tuck it inside just like this, how we started with the preparation of our initial dough. After the dough is prepped, we will set it aside for 1 more hour. I'm going to cover it with a bowl, but you can use a cloth as well. So after 1 hour, you will see the dough has become a little bit more fluffier. Add some dry flour and start preparing the pizza base. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways you can do it. So start expanding the dough with the help of your hand. The dough is really soft and elastic, so you'll have to continuously push it across just like this with the help of your hand. With the help of your hand, you can make the edges. Now again, keep expanding the pizza just like this while rotating it and expanding it. There are so many ways you can do it. There is one more popular way where you can keep it on the edge of your stone and let the gravity do its work. So you have to just keep it on the edge and keep rotating it, and with the help of gravity, the pizza base will start expanding automatically. See the difference? Now again, back to our original way. I'm pushing the pizza with the help of my hand and giving it a shape, the edge, with the help of my fingers. And there you go guys, the first pizza base is ready. Now let's see the second method, how you can do it. Now take the second dough and start expanding it little bit with the help of your hand. And now we are going to roll it with the help of a rolling pin. Some people find this way much more easier and faster. For me, the first method is always my favorite. The second pizza base is also ready. We are just going to expand it a little bit with the help of our hand and give it a proper edge with the help of the fingers. This is one more way I'm going to show you where you can expand the pizza just like this. Just perfecting the edges now. And we are almost done, guys. The second pizza base is also ready. So we are going to use the back of a baking tray as our peel. Add some flour to the baking tray and place the pizza, and we are going to assemble the pizza on top of this baking tray. Add the pizza sauce, around 2 tablespoons, and spread it evenly. So in pizzerias you would have seen that people are using a peel. It's like a wooden flat sheet to take the pizza in and out. But at home I'm using this back of this tray to do the same. Like I always say, be generous with the cheese. I have freshly grated this cheese, so make sure that you do the same. It will definitely add more flavors to your pizza. So before starting the assembly of the pizza, I had put a separate baking tray in the oven, and the oven is set at 350 degrees Celsius, which is my highest, and you can always set it to highest temperature of your oven. You can top the pizza with your favorite toppings. I have used some mushroom, parsley, cherry tomatoes and some bell peppers. Now we are going to slide this pizza to the tray which is set in the oven. So you have to make sure of two things. One, you have to add good amount of flour on the tray you're setting the pizza so it slides easily out of it. And two, you have to set this pizza really quick so it's easier for you to get it out of the tray. The longer it stays, the difficult it will get. So once you keep the pizza in the oven, it will take around 20 to 25 minutes. So after 25 minutes, the pizza has cooked perfectly and it smells amazing. I'm going to add some seasoning. I have some oregano. You can use any seasoning of your choice. Even the red chili flakes will add such great flavor. Now slice the pizza and enjoy while it's hot. The cheese has melted beautifully. And of course, I used vegan cheese for this recipe, and my friends who ate this did not believe that it was vegan cheese since it was so delicious. I'm going to also show you how the second pizza turned out. Of course, it turned out amazing. For this one, I used two different types of cheese. I used mozzarella as well as cheddar. Again, both are vegan. So do try to make this recipe at home, and when you make the pizza base from scratch, you will realize how tasty and how soft it becomes. It is so much better than the pizza you eat outside. So if you like this recipe, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel Food Atomic. If you're still looking for more vegan videos, click right here. I'll be back with another interesting vegan recipe. Until then, bye.